Hey everybody, it's Anthony here from XXX RC Garage. Just figure I'd find me a nice little table here to go over some of the stuff that I've learned about this truck. For you guys don't know, this is the Everest Gen7 by Redcat. It's just was released like yesterday, which would have been the 4th of October. So anyway, I've had it out playing. I've gotten some scratches on it already. Yeah, that's what it's for. So anyway, opening this up, as you can see, this buckles when you go to pull up the Velcro. There's Velcro underneath the box here. Underneath the body. It does come with a prop stick that you can lock in, and I'll show it to you here in a second. You can lock in there. So anyway, to go over some of the stuff of this this truck here. First of all, I love where they put the battery, because I know every time I've ever got an Axle SCX10 or whatever, I always had to move the battery box. And where would I put it? Pretty much the same spot that this one's at. So that was very smart. They actually put the battery box here. It's actually made of a really nice heavy gauge metal, and so much for the prop stick. I'm assuming, okay, so I didn't stick it down in the hole properly. So anyway, here is the battery. Make this thing move a little bit more, or just get more sunshine in here. So anyway, there's the battery holder. This is the body mount that they have, and it's a piece of Velcro on the body itself. But one thing I didn't go over is this chassis. From what I can tell, this chassis is all metal flat. It's actually designed and made by BPC. They design and build chassis, so it looks like Redcat actually went out and found somebody to make a nice chassis for this truck. Laying it here on the side here, there is a bridge. At first I thought this bridge was actually part of the chassis, but apparently if you undo these two link bolts here, or link, not bolts, but the link connectors here, which hold this lower plate on, I believe this bridge comes off. So that's part of it. The drive shafts are plastic in the middle. There are metal in these spots here and here. There's a guard here that protects the differential pumpkins. As you can see, they're scratched up because I was just crawling. Got metal links, upper and lower. Metal plate here at the bottom as well. As far as the steering goes, not too bad on this truck. One thing I didn't do, or choose to do, I didn't really use a stock battery, and any reasons because I just like LiPo batteries, and LiPo batteries tend to last longer, so that's why I like those. Okay, so a couple things I've noticed about this truck. If you want to go LiPo, there is these two little pull pins. They're kind of like binding plugs, like would look like, you know, just little squares that make connection. So where I have them at now, as you can see, I've got them both to the back. The one closest to the wires is 100% brake. If I would move it forward, it'd be 50% brake. The front one, or the one closest this way, closest to the receiver, back is LiPo, forward is milliamp, you know, running NiCad style batteries. Alright, so anyway, so according to the paperwork, oh, this little thing here tells you that too. Says this ESC is designed to operate with a a 2.7 volt milliamp and a 7.4 LiPo battery. Batteries operating beyond the ESC recommendation specification will incorrectly type batteries or higher voltage can damage ESC and cause fire and avoid warranties. So yeah, and taking that off because I don't like papers under my thing. So anyway, according to the paperwork, this is a waterproof ESC, but I have not read anything about this being waterproof. So with that in mind, be careful, try not to get it wet. If you do, I just have a feeling it's gonna either quit working, short out, or something. But anyway, that's pretty much what I just wanted to go over and tell you, and to kind of give you a view of what's under the cab here. Let's see if I can move this thing around a little bit. There's the Velcro we were talking about. There's the inner cage for the body. So I guess if the body rolls over or whatever, it protects it from crushing, I'm assuming. And then this also holds the fender wells. Actually are one solid piece on one side. They go from here even across where the what would be the rock slide or the fender step, whatever. Yeah, and then these are the inner fender wells that keep the dirt from flying in, although there's no pieces here, so the tires can still and will kick up dirt here. So just want to give you a heads up on that. That is pretty much it. Here's the transmission. Kind of favors the SCX10 transmission, from what I can see here. It almost looks like an SCX10 transmission. If I flip it over on its side, it has 4 screws like the SCX transmission would be. Another thing I noticed too is the front bumper hookups where they go in. Looks almost like the same dimension of a SCX10, and same as the rear. So these are Super Swamper tires, just so you know, and they actually don't perform too bad. You know, I got some video of them climbing the rocks, and they seem to perform pretty well. And I think I'll leave these on a little longer since they are bead lock and not glued on, which to me is a plus. So, and they also did put metal shocks, aluminum shocks, and I'm assuming they're oil filled because they feel like they are. There's an adjustable here, so you can adjust your ride height or if you need more tension. What else can I tell you about this thing? I mean, it's pretty simple. It's not a 2-speed transmission. It's not anything. It does have an off and on switch here that will turn off the ESC and turn it back on. Okay guys, well that wraps it up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you liked the video. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to comment down below and I'll try to answer the questions for you. Thanks for watching.